Hi, first graders. Welcome to Chapter 16. We're going to be working with numbers to 120. In order to successfully count to 120, you will need to learn some words. The first word that you're going to learn how to read is the word 50. 50. 50, 5 tens is 50, and this word right here spells 50. You will also need to learn the word 60, and you'll need to know how to read the word 70, 80, 90, and 100. 100 are 2 words. Since we are counting to a really big number, 120, you need to know how to read 120, and you will also need to learn how to estimate. Estimate, make a smart guess. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you 3 things. First, I'm going to teach you how to count by tens and add on ones. The second thing we're going to learn how to do is how to make numbers with tens and ones. And then the last thing we're going to try to learn is how to estimate. Let's begin by learning how to count by tens and add on ones. The reason why we are going to count by tens is because it would take forever to count numbers to 120 if we didn't group them into tens. So, in order to count these colored pencils, I'm going to bundle them up into groups of 10. That means I'm taking 10 sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm going to bundle them up and call it 110. See? I bundled it up with my hair tie, and here I have 110. That means I have 10 pencils in here, but I call it 110, one group of 10. Now I have 2 tens, 2 bundles of tens, which I call 2 tens, and if you write down the number 2 tens, it would be 20. So here's 10, 20, 30, 40, or 4 groups of tens, 4 tens, and so on. Here's what 50 would look like. 5 tens, 5 bundles of tens, which is 50, and you count it like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It looks like we have another one here. That's 60. Here you see 7 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and another one that makes 80. And down here you'll see 90, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and one more that makes 10 tens. When you've got 10 tens, then you've got 100. So now you know how to count by tens, and let me show you how you add on the ones. You see these tiny cubes? Each one is 1 cube. If you put 10 of them together, we can make a 10 rod. So let's see here. Counting by tens. 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tens. 7 tens would be 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then what you do is you count by ones after that. 71, 72, 73, 74, and 75. That's how we count by tens and add on the ones. In the book, it shows you how to do that. 10, 20, 30, 40. We did the rest. 50, 60, 70. That goes in here. and then we count by ones from there. 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. There are 75 cubes. Now it's time to learn how to make numbers with tens and ones. So here's 5 tens. We call it 50. And, or sometimes you can think of it as a plus sign because and means you're adding something to it. So 50 and 4. What number does 50 and 4 make? 54. Let's try 60 and 7. What number does 60 plus 7 make? 67. How about 70 and 7? What does 70 and 7 make? Very good. 77. That's it. Wasn't that easy? That's how we make numbers with tens and ones. Now, let's move on to our last part of the lesson, estimation. I like to say estimate, estimate, make a smart guess. Whoa, take a look at all these cubes. They are scattered everywhere on this page, and I just don't know how many there are unless I count them by ones, and that'll take me forever. But don't worry, we can always estimate. Estimate means we're just going to find out about how many cubes there are. We're not looking for the exact number. See here? About how many cubes are there. So, remember I always bug you guys and say, make a 10. Well, let's find out how much of this picture would be 10. The first step is to circle a group of 10. Well, that won't take long. 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe even count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Boom! There's my 10. Now after that, you're not going to keep on circling groups of 10s. What you're going to do is you're going to look at the rest of it, and you're going to compare it to this blob of 10 right here. If about this much is 10, then I guess about this much, and I say about, is 10. Now it looks like another about 10 right here. So it looks like I have about 3 areas I could circle. And what is 3 groups of 10? 3 tens? Looks like there are about 30 cubes here. That is how we estimate. But do you guys want to know exactly how many there are? That's when we're not estimating anymore. If you want to know exactly how many there are, let's count it. 1, 2, so that's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So up to there is another 10. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's another 10. And then these two I didn't count. So 30, 31, 32. There are 32 cubes here. So if we're estimating, you would get the right answer if you said about 30. And if I said don't estimate, give me the exact count, then you might have to circle all tens and then add the ones to make 32. So first graders, if the problem in your workbook says estimate, make sure to make a smart guess simply by circling one group of 10 and then comparing the rest to it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So about this much I would circle, and then I would just notice, I think maybe this much is another 10, and maybe like half of 10 here. So I feel like it's about 20, maybe 25? That would be my estimate. Now I can count them after I estimate. So you're not supposed to estimate the exact number. You're supposed to guess a number around. So if you wrote like around 20, you'd still be correct. If you said around 30, I think you're going a little too much, okay? Maybe 25? That'd be a really good guess. Here's another one that you will want to estimate and not count. So first circle a group of 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So about this much. Okay? So then I'm guessing about this much is another 10. Maybe another 10 right here. Maybe about 40, maybe 35. That's my estimate. I would think it's around 35. Okay? And then only after you estimate, you are welcome to count it. And let's not count by ones.
Now open up your workbooks.
Do pages 135 all the way to 138. Good luck!